Okay, so let's work on the work together problem, and that would be located on page 355 in your workbook and page number 391 in your textbook. So after watching the video, you should understand how to report withholding and payroll taxes. I have the top part of my form number 941 already started just to save us on time. So in the book, they tell us that a Form 491 employer's quarterly tax return is given, and the information that you will be using for January, for February, and for March is given in the work together problem. Take a quick look at the information your book gives you. It gives you the total earnings for each of the months. It gives you the federal income tax withheld for the entire month of January, of February, and of March. It does the same for employee Social Security tax withheld for each month. And it gives you the total for employee Medicare tax withheld for each of those 3 months. So what I want you to remember from the slides is that you need to pay your Social Security tax, and so does your employee. You, the employer, need to pay Medicare tax, and so does the employee. So having said that, let's get started. So again, I have filled in the top part of this. Our company is Concept Designs. This employer identification number is similar to an individual Social Security number, but this is just what is given to the company. Here is their address that is given to you, city, state, zip code. So we're going to go line by line on the form. The number of employees who receive wages, tips, and other compensation for the pay period. Given in your book, it says number of employees 8, so we're just going to put a number 8 here. Next, they're looking for the wages, tips, and other compensation. So in order to obtain that number, you're going to go to your book. You're going to add your total earnings for January, total earnings for February, and total earnings for March. When you add those total earnings for each of those 3 months together, you get $35,640. No cents, but make sure that you still write it in. Next, line number 3 is the income tax withheld from wages, tips, and other compensations. So again, you're going back to your book, income tax withheld, and adding those 3 months again, January total, February total, March total. You end up with $2,144. Okay, on to the next section. So we're on to section 5, taxable Social Security wages. So your taxable Social Security wages would be your earnings. So again, the earnings by your employees would be $35,640 multiplied by 0.124. So where does the number 0.124 come from? If you pay some and in equal part your employee pays, you know that your regular would be 0.062. 0.062 and 0.062, that's where this number comes from. It's your portion and your employee's portion. Okay, so when you multiply this by 0.124, you end up with $419.36. There's no tips associated with this business, and if there was, it would be given to you in your textbook as an instruction, so there is nothing. And your Medicare tax, you're going to take that same amount of money, $35,640, and you're going to multiply it by 0.029. So again, where does this number come from? You pay an equal portion to your employee, so 0.145 and 145. Add that together, and that's how you get the 0.029. When you multiply those together, you end up with $1,033.56. We're going to add these two numbers together. And that number we are going to write here in 5D. So the number when added together is $5,452.92. Okay, so we know again that there are no wages that include any type of a tip for this business. So that remains at 0. We're next on line number 6, total taxes before adjustments. And they specifically tell you what lines to add. And it would be these right here. It would be just those two sections. So when we add those together, we get $7,596.92. The current quarter's adjustment of fractions of cents. So on that section, there is nothing, 0. Never leave anything blank. Current quarter's adjustment for sick pay, they would tell you that. So there is nothing there as well. Current quarter's adjustment for tips, again, we know there are no tips associated with this type of a business. So again, you're going to bring that same number down, $7,596.92. There are no advanced earnings that are made to your employees, 0. Again, don't leave anything blank. So again, we carry this same number down, $7,596.92. Next thing that they ask us is for total deposits. So if you took this money out of your employees' paychecks, you hopefully are putting it into the bank. So what should your deposits total? If you were audited, they want to see that that exact amount is in your accounts. COBRA has to do with insurance, and there is nothing that has to do with insurance. COBRA is usually insurance if somebody ends up unemployed. Okay, so we're down to lines 12 down here on the bottom. So again, they keep talking about wages and tips, and we know we are not that type of a business. So if we add lines 11, 12A, and 12E, we end up with that same amount again, $7,596.92. And the last thing that they ask us is for balance due. If line 10 is more than line 13, and they are exact, line 10, line 13, so we owe nothing here. Okay, so there is no type of an overpayment or anything else. So I'm going to go on to the next page, and we're going to finish this up. Okay, so to finish up, what we're going to do is we are going to, at the very top, what is the name of your company. So just like if you were typing up a paper, you need to have your name on all pages, and so the same thing happens here, and the same number here. Okay, write the state abbreviation. So this is Illinois. And so the next part that they are asking you, we are going to be using these numbers as we go back to this section right here in your textbook. So we're right here back in the textbook again. I'm going to draw a line around this part, this is what you're going to be referring to for this last section. Okay, so you do need a calculator. And what we're going to be doing is we are going to be figuring out your tax liability for each of the 3 months. Month 1, January, month 2 is February, and month 3 is for March, because that is our quarter. So how do we go about doing that? We go about doing that by adding your federal income tax plus your Social Security tax plus your Social Security tax plus employee Medicare tax plus employee Medicare tax. Again, why are we adding those twice? We're adding them twice because you pay and so does your employee. So when we add that out for the month of January, we end up with $2,478.92. Month 2, February. So again, federal plus Social Security plus Social Security plus Medicare plus Medicare. And when we add all of those together, we end up with $2,538.70. Month 3, March. Same thing again. We're back over to federal income tax plus Social Security plus Social Security plus Medicare plus Medicare. And when I add all of those two together, I get $2,579.30. Total liability for the quarter, I'm going to add this all together, and I end up with $7,596.92. Okay, keep that number in mind. $7,596.92. Come over to this page right here. Okay, 5,000 or 7,596.92. Same number. Okay, they equal. So what I would like you to do for tomorrow is I would like you to do the on your own problem, same type of a 941 form. You will be on page number, this is in your textbook still, 391. And in your workbook, you will be working on pages 357 and 358. And tomorrow we will finish up the last section for this chapter. Okay, any questions? Let me know. Have a good day.